True Lies, 1994, is an American action comedy film written and directed by James Cameron, based on the 1991 French comedy La Totale. The story follows a U.S. government secret agent who juggles his covert missions with his unsuspecting wife and suburban family life. When terrorists threaten a nuclear catastrophe and his wife is accidentally drawn into the chaos, Harry must save her, stop the villains, and mend their marriage, delivering high-octane action and sharp humor along the way. With a groundbreaking budget of around $100 million, True Lies became one of the first films to surpass that production scale, grossing over $378 million worldwide. It earned widespread acclaim for its blend of comedy, intense action sequences, and innovative visual effects. The film went on to inspire later spy action comedies such as Mr. and Mrs. Smith and the Spy Who Dumped Me. Jamie Lee Curtis won a Golden Globe for her performance, and True Lies remains a defining classic of 1990s action cinema. True Lies represents the typical style of 1990s action films when it comes to gunfight scenes. The shootouts are entertaining, and thanks to the film's comedic tone, viewers are not meant to take them too seriously. Let's begin our breakdown of the weapons featured in the film, starting with those used by Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, Harry Tasker. The agents working for Omega Sector, such as Harry Tasker, use the Ruger KP90 chambered in .45 ACP as their standard issue sidearm. Tasker carries the pistol and notably uses it during his confrontation with Salim Abu Aziz in the public restroom, followed by the chaotic chase through Central Park and the Marriott Hotel. He ultimately loses the weapon while attempting to leap from the roof of the Marriott into the pool of a nearby building. Within Omega Sector, Tom Arnold's character Albert Gibson and Grant Heslov's Faziel also use the KP90 in various scenes, including the intense shootout at the Marriott Hotel. In one scene, Tasker can be seen carrying a Desert Eagle in a shoulder holster, though he never actually uses the weapon in the film. At the beginning of the film, Harry Tasker uses a Glock 19 chambered in 9x19 millimeters. He fires at the guards pursuing him as he escapes from the mansion. In the original screenplay, the Glock's caliber was listed as .45 ACP, implying that it was meant to be a Glock 21. However, for the actual filming, the production switched to the Glock 19 in 9mm due to the more reliable use of blank ammunition. Harry was originally supposed to carry the Glock throughout the entire movie, but after the opening shootout, he switches to the Ruger KP90. In the scene where Tasker interrogates Simon, played by Bill Paxton, he is seen using a Beretta 92FS chambered in 9x19 millimeters. Additionally, members of the Crimson Jihad terrorist group, who captured Tasker and Helen, are also seen armed with Beretta 92F pistols. In the Crimson Jihad camp scene, Harry Tasker uses a Heckler & Koch P9S pistol chambered in 9x19 millimeters. Tasker takes the gun from a guard who had earlier threatened him with it. In the same sequence, Tasker wields two MAC-10 submachine guns, also chambered in 9x19 millimeter, in one of the film's most iconic action moments, crossing his arms and firing both weapons simultaneously, hitting terrorists without even looking. Helen, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, also fires a MAC-10, but the heavy muzzle climb proves too much for her to control, causing her to drop the weapon. In a memorable and humorous moment, the MAC-10 tumbles down the stairs, firing off bursts with each bounce. During the camp sequence, Tasker also uses an AKM assault rifle chambered in 7.62 by 39 millimeters. The AKM appears throughout the film in the hands of Crimson Jihad terrorists, including during the skyscraper confrontation scene. When Tasker and several Omega Sector agents capture Helen and Simon for interrogation, they are armed with Heckler & Koch HK94A3 carbines, civilian versions of the MP5 chambered in 9x19 millimeters. These HK94s were modified to resemble MP5A3 submachine guns, featuring shortened barrels and converted fire control groups capable of full auto. Such modified HK94s were extremely popular in 1980s and 1990s action films. The same modified HK-94S can also be seen carried by SWAT team members escorting the news crew to the terrorists in the skyscraper scene. In the Crimson Jihad camp shootout scene, Tasker uses a Mark II hand grenade. Sharp-eyed viewers might wonder where Harry got the grenade from. This is explained by a scene that was ultimately cut from the film. After Harry and Helen are captured and tied up, Juno pulls the pin from a Mark II hand grenade and places it between Helen's legs. Once Harry eliminates the terrorists, he retrieves the grenade from between Helen's legs and cleverly uses Helen's earring to replace the pin, safely securing it. In the final cut of the movie, attentive viewers can spot this continuity detail. Helen is seen wearing an earring in her right ear while tied up, but later, when she and Harry escape, the earring is missing. When Harry uses the grenade, the same earring can be seen serving as the grenade's pin. When Albert Gibson and several other Omega Sector agents arrive at the destroyed terrorist camp to retrieve Tasker, they are seen armed with Colt AR-15 Sporter II carbines chambered in 5.56 by 45 millimeters. These rifles were modified to resemble X77EE2 carbines by adding MAC XM177 style flash hiders. During the office tower shootout, Faisal, posing as a cameraman, pulls out and uses a Heckler & Koch P7M8 pistol chambered in 9x19 millimeter, cleverly hidden inside a video camera. Janice, the Omega Sector receptionist played by Jane Morris, keeps a Taurus PT-99 9x19 millimeters cocked and locked beneath her desk in a paddle holster, ready in case of an attempted breach of the facility. In another scene, a Miami-Dade police officer is seen aiming a 12-gauge Ithaca 37 shotgun as the remains of a terrorist helicopter crash onto a police cruiser. Art Malik's character, Salim Abu Aziz, is frequently seen carrying a Krinkov-style rifle. The weapon is actually a heavily modified Chinese Norinco Type 56-2 assault rifle. Two different versions of the gun were created for the film. The rifle's barrel and gas system were shortened, the folding stock was removed, and the handguard was cut down. In one version, the handguard was shortened differently, and the rear sight block was moved farther back with a shortened dust cover. The rifle can be identified as a Norinco Type 56-2 by several features: the fully hooded Chinese-style front sight, the rear trunnion mount designed for a side-folding stock, and the unfinished bolt carrier, all of which are trademarks of Chinese AK variants. The distinctive pistol grip and Bakelite handguards also confirm the identification. Salim Abu Aziz is seen using this weapon with two magazines taped together, jungle style, in multiple scenes, including the bathroom shootout and the skyscraper sequence. Tia Carrere's character, Juno Skinner, carries a Beretta 92 SB-C pistol chambered in 9x19 millimeters as her sidearm. She uses it to hold Helen hostage inside a limousine, leading to a violent struggle between the two. During the fight, a stray shot accidentally kills the driver, causing the limo to spin out of control on the Florida Bridge. Later, Helen tries to grab the Beretta 92 SB-C from the roof of the limo after knocking Juno unconscious with a champagne bottle. One of the terrorists who captures Harry and Helen is seen armed with a Browning high-power pistol chambered in 9x19 millimeters. Another terrorist carries a M1911A1 pistol chambered in 45 ACP while guarding Harry and Helen. The same weapon can also be seen in several other scenes throughout the film. In the bathroom scene, Yusuf, played by Ofer Samra, attempts to shoot Harry Tasker with a Makarov PM pistol chambered in 9x18 millimeter fitted with a suppressor. In the same sequence, another jihad terrorist, played by Max Daniels, tries to shoot Tasker using a Steyr TMP submachine gun chambered in 9x19 millimeters, which hangs under his coat in a shoulder harness. Interesting details, this scene is among the first appearances of the Steyr TMP in film history. Additionally, the same actor, Max Daniels, appears the following year in Heat, 1995, once again wielding a Steyr TMP. Many of the terrorists in the film are seen wielding Cobra M119 submachine guns chambered in 9x19 millimeters. These weapons were converted to full auto, with some fitted with wire stocks. The M11-9 appears in several different scenes throughout the movie. In one sequence, a terrorist following Aziz as he goes to meet Tasker after he and his wife have been captured by the faction is armed with an IMI Uzi submachine gun, also chambered in 9x19 millimeters. At the beginning of the film, the guards at the mansion are equipped with Heckler & Koch HK91A3 rifles, chambered in 7.62 by 51 millimeters, civilian market versions of the military G3A4 rifle. In the same sequence, other guards chasing Tasker are seen carrying Heckler & Koch SP89 pistols, chambered in 9x19 millimeters, modified to resemble MP5K submachine guns. The modifications include installing MP5K-style foregrips and converting the weapons to full auto fire. At the end of the film, several terrorists aboard a helicopter are seen firing a 7.62 by 51 millimeter M60 machine gun mounted on the door, fitted with a brass catcher. The gunfire shatters the cockpit's front windshield as Tasker struggles to rescue his daughter hanging from a construction crane. In the Crimson Jihad camp scene, Salim Abu Aziz wields a 66mm M72A2 LAW rocket launcher in an attempt to kill Harry Tasker. The scene shows a wire guiding the prop rocket's flight, a common cinematic technique to depict rocket launcher projectiles. When the terrorists attempt to fire at a Harrier jet from a van, they use a FIM-92 Stinger rocket launcher. The AV-8B Harrier II fighter jet seen in the film features a 25mm General Dynamics GAU-12 Flash-U rotary cannon, though in the movie only props and special effects were used, not a real weapon. The Soviet nuclear warhead prop used by the terrorists is based on a US Mk-12A. Simon's air pistol, a Smith & Wesson 659 replica, is actually a Daisy Model 93. Hope you enjoyed the video. Write in the comments what you thought of the True Lies movie and what things and details you found in the movie yourself. Also, remember to like the video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, it's worth doing so. It's free to subscribe, and you'll be notified when more interesting videos about firearms in movies are uploaded to the channel.